Welcome to the Third Generation Wrestling Podcast with your hosts, Eric and Rob.
All right, we are here. It is the post show of Money in the Bank 2021. I'm your host, the Real Big E, with my co-host, Rob the Ambassador. How you feeling this evening? This has probably been the best show since Mania that we've seen. So curious to see what you think tonight.
Well, man, yeah, you said it. I'm feeling good because I thought this was a tremendous show. I think I even enjoyed it more than Mania because we didn't have as many matches, but I felt like for the most part, the matches delivered. We have more matches on Mania. Some of them, there was a couple of clunkers there, but and the crowd hot tonight like we would expect. So, yeah, we'll talk about it. But I thought this was a great show.
Right on. And, of course, we're joined by special guest, MJ Book, the host of the Countdown Podcast. How's it going, sir?
What is up, sir? Good to be here on a Money in the Bank night. This was definitely different than the last Money in the Bank, which I coined calling the shit show. So this was definitely a different night.
Most definitely. And it's always different when we are joined by the good brother, the inside man that's graced us with his presence. What's happening, sir?
I'm happy to be back. This was a good show. This was a damn good WWE show. So I'm ready to get into it. Thank you guys for having me back.
Oh yeah. Hopefully we can keep this one, tight because it's already 10:45, and I'm pretty sure three of the four of us have to work in the morning.
I'm off actually.
Two of the four of us.
Well, how about that?
Right.
I do work from home, so I get to sleep in. So
yeah, I work from home too, but just don't work Mondays.
Oh, not this guy. This guy has to go in.
So I got a few more of
But
these.
it's all good. It's all good. So
knock it out. There weren't that many matches. We'll knock it out.
Yeah, this is in Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas, in front of a live crowd. The Thunderdome is gone. Rest in peace to the Thunderdome. And I think I'd be remiss if I didn't go ahead and just shout this out really quick. Rest in peace. Shout out to a hip hop legend that we lost this weekend, Biz Markie. Rest in peace. Okay. So the kickoff show, did everybody watch the kickoff? Did everybody see the first match?
Yep, I did.
Yep.
All right. That's the first. Everybody watched it.
That might be a first.
Yeah. At first I was curious, like, damn, they put this on the kickoff, but now I'm like, thank God they put it on the kickoff because I can't imagine this being another match on the card. Talking about the SmackDown Tag Team Championships, the Mysterios, Rey and Dominic versus the Usos, Jimmy and Jay. I tell you what, if you can succeed in life by doing the behavior of Sir Jimmy, you'd be good to go.
It's those genes. It's those genes.
WWE don't give no fucks about DUIs, apparently.
They do. It's the genes. That family. That's why.
Yeah. Yeah, the Kennedys of wrestling, the Anoa'i family. Well, I started the show on a roll because this one, I thought this match was pretty good. But I can still really only go TV quality on this one as far as the grades go, which would be about a C plus if we were going the old route. I thought it was still good. I got the outcome I wanted, and I thought that they worked the crowd. This was a good way to start the show to warm the crowd up for what they were going to get. But I still didn't think that I thought they could have done more still. But there were some pretty good exchanges in the match. I'm going to keep it short and sweet, though. I'm going to give it TV quality, like I said. Rob, what'd you think?
Yeah, I'll be quick as well. I went pay-per-view quality on this one. And I'm the first to admit maybe the crowd influenced me on some of these grades because the crowd was so hot. But I thought the action was good. I thought this was a good way to start, especially for a pre-show. I enjoyed it. We got new champs. It was one of the predictions I got right. And so, yeah, I definitely thought it was, without a doubt, pay-per-view quality.
Okay, Book.
I agree with the ambassador. I gave this pay-per-view worthy, man. This was good. This was a very good match. I think it was better than I in some ways thought it would be. I don't know why I didn't think it would be a good I thought it'd be a bad match. I don't know why they have that stupid mask thing that they both don't need to be wearing masks. I thought that was kind of stupid. Those paper mache masks, that was stupid. But to find the Usos get the belts back, it's about time. We got a real tag team that are tag team champions. It's long overdue from all these pretend champs. So I enjoyed it, and I gave it pay-per-view worthy. I enjoyed it. I think this should have gone on the main card, and something that was on the main card should have been on the kickoff.
I too went pay-per-view quality. This was a great match. It really was. I thought this would be on the main card and probably should have been. Jimmy hit a beautiful Samoan a pop-up Samoan drop on, I believe it was Ray. Near fall, a lot of near falls, just good stuff. Of course, Uso do some heel tactics and cheat to win. This was a great match. This exceeded my expectation. I like what Dominic's doing. Pay-per-view quality, great match.
Okay, not mad at it. Not mad at it at all. That's how a kickoff should be. It should make you want to watch the show. If you don't already have a subscription to Shitcock, because we're going to talk about that later, I'm sure.
Cock, huh? Uh-huh.
Jesus Christ, man. Everything I've been saying since they switched has come to fruition.
Did you read some of the Twitter
streaming service?
Did you read some of the Twitter people?
No, I was trying to stay focused. Yeah, I'm sure they ripped them new one.
Oh man, they were ripping them apart.
It was all over Instagram too.
Yeah, they were getting shredded.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. But okay, getting to the main card, we had the women's Money in the Bank ladder match to start us off. Excuse me. Zelina Vega, Asuka, Naomi, Alexa Bliss, Nikki ASH, not Ash, like I was saying. Liv Morgan, Natalia, and Tamina. This is a pretty big field here with all these women. Had some concerns coming into this match because, Rob and I talked about it. The field wasn't the greatest. Not a lot of star power. But, hey, your boy got that pick, though. Because Nikki ASH, almost a superhero, sure got that win. And it was kind of a silly, cartoonic ending. Like, everybody's brawling. They don't see the idiot with the the blue and yellow reaching up and grabbing the briefcase. Like, y'all don't see her. So they kind of made everybody else look like idiots in the process. But, this had a couple spots. It wasn't really anything special. I did like the spotlight they gave Tamina. But outside of that, this was the middle of the road for me as far as the match goes, even though I did get the prediction right, which, I was 2 for 2 at this point. Couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe I got that right. So, Blake, what'd you think?
All right, you might look at me crazy. I went pay-per-view worthy. I actually like this match. I'm gonna say, how do I say this? I don't like what they're doing with Alexa Bliss with the halfway Fiend character. I think she needs a Fiend to play off of. But tonight, she was on point with her character work. Now, as far as the trance is concerned with Zelina Vega, that's trash. That shouldn't have happened. I get it. But Alexa Bliss is awesome. She also hit the Velveteen Dream DDT. Did you see that? She was going for the Sister Abigail, then she brought the arm around and hit how Velveteen used to do in NXT. He's gone, obviously. But one more thing, Tamina is just an eyesore to me. I just don't. When I'm watching Tamina wrestle, she's just an eyesore to me. I don't know. And whenever she tries to cut a scripted promo like they give her, it doesn't come out right. She's not a sore. But I mean, the ending was not great, but I did like the match. I enjoyed it. I actually gave it pay-per-view worthy.
All right, look.
I gave this pay-per-view worthy, but
Wow,
low.
I must have saw a different match.
But it is a low pay-per-view worthy because of that ending was not good.
No.
That was very silly, very cartoonish. They all looked very silly, missing blank woman or whatever the hell or Mrs. Hurricane, whatever the hell she is. How do you miss some goofy white chick climbing up with some sock tied around her head? I mean, come on. So I didn't like that ending at all. Blake, you said what I was thinking. I think Alexa Bliss's character was on point tonight. I think it worked perfectly. I think this is the best her character has been since this whole run. I have also said that she does need the Fiend to work off of, but with what she did tonight, that showed she can do this by herself. So that shows some hope for that character that maybe this will pull it out. I watched your prediction show. I didn't think this would be as bad as y'all thought it would when you say there's no star power. Asuka star power. Liv Morgan can go. Alexa Bliss. Natalia. There's star power in there. Naomi, there was star power in this match. So I rather enjoyed it. I just did not like how they chose to end it. But still, pay-per-view worthy.
Yeah, for me, I don't know if I'd say there was star power. There was talent. All these women can wrestle. I don't know. To me, none of them are really big stars yet. Nikki just started with this gimmick that I wasn't sure about at first, but I think she's actually making work. I did pick Alexa, even though y'all know how I feel about the Fiend. I'll agree. I thought that her character was on point tonight, but I agree with Blake. The whole trance thing, anytime she does the trance thing, I'm out. They have to let that go. And that damn doll Lily wasn't there. So when Alexa could just be a character,
man.
that was all
Won't
great.
let that stuff go, man.
The ending, though, I actually thought at the end, Alexa was going to win. Believe it or not, I thought it was going to be some crazy thing. I thought it was a thing where we had seen them bury her with the ladders, and I thought with all of the ladies at the top of the ladder, I thought something would happen, like the lights would go off, and then the lights would come on. The briefcase had disappeared, and then here comes Alexa from out under the ladders with the briefcase. I thought something crazy like that was going to happen. But instead, Nikki, I'm still going to call her Nikki Ash, all right? I'm not saying ASH. I'm not saying almost superhero. She's Nikki Ash. She climbs the ladder, and I just thought that ending was kind of anticlimactic. So to me, that took it down from pay-per-view worthy to TV quality. I didn't think it was as good as the first match we talked about, which I gave pay-per-view worthy, so I can't go pay-per-view worthy on this one. Instead, I'm going TV quality.
All right.
Can I say
I'm
one thing?
with you though, Rob. I thought the same thing that you just said. I thought that because they buried her, okay, that's gonna be it. That's gonna be the shenanigans. The light's gonna go out. She's gonna be in the middle of the ring with the briefcase all of a sudden. Yep. But no, it wasn't to be. But go ahead, Blake.
I'm very proud of Liv Morgan. She showed up and showed out in this match, and the crowd was behind her. The crowd's behind Liv.
Yeah, but she can stop crying now. I mean,
she has to stop crying. Every interview, every promo, she's crying. Liv, that's it. No more crying.
Let it go.
For real.
Let it go. Okay. Raw Tag Team Championship match: the Viking Raiders versus AJ Styles and Omos. Look, I know at Mania we kind of, picked on Omos a little bit, but he has improved as far as his in-ring, as far as his facials, and shape too. Dude's getting leaner little by little, if you notice. He really is coming into his own, and they're taking their time with him. I appreciate that. Let's just get to it. When he picked up Ivar and gorilla pressed that man and just threw him like it wasn't shit. Like, see, That's why I started watching wrestling, for moves like that. Big guys throwing other big guys. That's why I got into this. It's changed. Nowadays I like good quality matches too. But that right there, if you see Omos walking through the airport, you're gonna stop and you're gonna be staring at him. Even if you don't watch wrestling, you're gonna be staring at the guy. I thought that they worked very well. I actually thought Omos stole the show in this match. AJ, while still the GOAT, right as of right now. I mean, also that toss to the outside into a Rana on Eric. I mean, that was awesome. This was great. I had a ball with this match. Obviously AJ and Omos retained. I was 3 for 3 at this point. I did give this one pay-per-view worthy though. I did. I enjoyed this match quite a bit. It's a shame that these two are on the shittiest show, which is Raw. But I even like the Viking Raiders. I think they deserve to be on a better show. They deserve the best storylines, and I think we'll see this match again. I don't think this is done quite yet, but yeah, a pay-per-view worthy for me. Rob?
Yeah, I went pay-per-view worthy, but it just got there. I agree with you. Omos is so much improved over what we saw at Mania. He seems to get a little better every time I see him. He's not like Great Khali and El Gigante, some of these big guys in the past who were just big but really couldn't wrestle. You can see he's doing the work, and it's paying off. I didn't get the prediction right, but still, always impressed with AJ, okay? Always impressed. But getting more and more impressed with Omos, and I was more entertained by this match than I thought I would. So I'm going to give it pay-per-view quality.
I must have saw a different match. I gave it TV quality. There was some slop that I saw in this match. And I didn't get invested like I thought I might get invested. I didn't see the improvement that big in Omos like y'all are seeing. A little, yes. Not big enough for me to give the man a prop. I saw still way too much bad. So this hovered toward getting even lower the TV quality, but there was a few decent enough moves that got it to TV quality. But honestly, I would have flipped this with the SmackDown tag title match. I thought that was a better match than this. I think this should have been on the pre-show. But hey, it's AJ, so they're not going to put him on a pre-show.
Yeah, so you can't put AJ on the kickoff.
That's why I'm
man.
saying you don't put AJ on a pre-show. I get it. But this was not this. I just wasn't enjoying this match very well. I tried to, but I just couldn't get invested. So TV quality, barely.
I went pay-per-view quality. I actually enjoyed this match. It has gotten better. AJ got a huge pop. They were chanting his name throughout the match. That toss into the Hurricane Rana was nice. Omos has improved some. He needs to work on his selling, because when the Raiders got him down on one knee, just the way he was flailing his arms around, it just did not look realistic. It looked cartoonish almost. It looked silly. He needs to work on selling some more. But I did enjoy the match actually more than I thought I would. So I did go pay-per-view quality.
Right on. Okay, and the beat goes on as we get to the beat down. This was some black on black crime right here. Bobby Lashley versus Kofi Kingston for the WWE Championship. Well, Rob called this one. I'm sure everybody else did too. But we talked about it on the prediction show. It wasn't 9 seconds, but it was still an ass-kicking, a squash, a ragdolling of Kofi Kingston. And I feel bad on one hand, but on the other hand, I feel like you had to do this, because no matter who Bobby faces next, he had to have a definitive win here. And honestly, maybe it was just my ears, but the crowd was behind Bobby at least half the match. They were going for Bobby, and that says a lot. I was hearing Bobby chants, and they were chanting one more time when he was doing those Dominators. So it wasn't like the crowd was 100% behind Kofi like before. But to me, the right man won. At the end of the day, it wasn't really competitive, so I can't really give it a high grade. At the end, the match itself was kind of middle of the road, maybe even low TV quality, just because there was no back and forth, really. Kofi had a flurry in the beginning, and that was pretty much it. And then Lashley just dominated him. I did enjoy the crowd participation, which is kind of why I would give it a low TV quality, really. That's probably my final grade, TV quality. But and the placement of the match, too, told me Bobby was going to win, and it was going to be a squash. So that's pretty much all I can give it, if I'm being real. But I'm glad Bobby won. As Blake says, badass Bobby Lashley, still the champ. Go ahead, good brother.
I like this match. Bobby beat Kofi's ass. My God. I mean, he put him in he put him in a hurt lock, let him go, beat his ass for 5 more minutes, and put him back in the hurt lock. I mean, Bobby needed this kind of win. I think the crowd's a little bit more for Kofi, but Bobby was certainly getting he was getting the one more times, but he was getting his boos like he wanted. I don't know. I went pay-per-view quality. I actually enjoyed it. I think this is exactly what should have happened. I don't think it should have been a 9-second squash, but it should have been a dominating performance, which is what we got. So I enjoyed the match.
Well, I think we all knew this was going to be a squash for the most part, and exactly that's what it was. What can I possibly give this?
Oh, Lord.
Oh,
man.
Oh.
This was some
I'm not
bullshit. Come on. First of all, I didn't care about the match because it's Kofi. I mean, seriously. This 90-pound little chihuahua is going to go in there and beat big, bad Bobby. Now, I saw your little comment about badass Bobby. Come on. He's facing a towel boy, basically. That's not impressive to me, you punking that little punk out there who looks like one of the fans dressed like Skeletor. I mean, come on. And he weighs about as much probably as a skeleton. So come on. I don't care about this. You beat up some dumb mannequin. Bullshit. This was some bullshit. Come on. I know why you did it, but Jesus. And again, one last thing. Does this prove that the WWE Championship means nothing? It's a middle belt bullshit. This should be I'm sorry. I don't care about the Universal title and it's held by Roman. The WWE title to me always needs to be at least second to last if it's not going to be last. This was middle. Mid-card Bobby. Maybe that's what I'll start calling him. Mid-card Bobby.
Well, before you go, Rob, they did do this. They did do this same shit to Batista and Undertaker at WrestleMania 23. And it was the best match on the card. And they know they felt shitty about this afterwards.
Are you going to say that about this?
No,
was this the best?
No.
Thank you.
No,
so shut the fuck up.
I'm just saying.
Just kidding.
I'm just saying. No, don't you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you. Still some bullshit.
All right.
It was a good match.
I thought it was a good match too, in the sense that this is the way you always should have been booking Bobby Lashley instead of having him battle Sami Zayn and doing promos with Bobby's sisters, dudes dressed as women being Bobby's.
Look, we ain't got to drum that up, Rob. Damn.
No, but that's the point I'm trying to make here is this is how you book Bobby Lashley, who is a genetic freak. That's how you book him. This is how you book him. So I agree with what Mike is saying. Look, are you impressed that he beat up Kofi? Maybe not. I mean, look, Kofi's a credible opponent. It was 2 or 3 years ago. Kofi Mania was running wild. So and Kofi is what? How many times champion has he been with New Day? So Kofi is a credible wrestler, but when he goes up against this big badass genetic freak, It's no match, and that's the way it should be. So yeah, of course it was. I wouldn't call it a squash, but it was like I said, it would be a convincing win for Bobby. This match went the way that it should have gone. So I can't call it bullshit because that's the way the match should have gone. It would have been bullshit if Kofi would have won or would have given Bobby any kind of opposition. So I'm not calling it bullshit. I'm calling it TV quality because it was not a good match. So I can't go pay-per-view quality, but I can't call it bullshit because the match played out the way that it should. That's not bullshit.
Right. Well, we know Book's a cynic, so
Bullshit.
And that's why we love him. That's why we love him on the show. He
yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
Somebody has to be the heel.
All right. The Raw Women's Championship match. Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair. Now, I'll be honest with y'all. Y'all know, y'all saw the preview show. I was not looking forward to this. They've been doing this. I don't know what's happened between WrestleMania, what was it, 36? That was Performance Center. That match and this new feud, I don't know what has happened, but the last two matches were awful. So I was not looking forward to seeing this. Maybe it was the fans. I don't know what it was. But both these ladies got up again and they put on a hell of a show. This was awesome. And I was more shocked at the end of this match than I was at the end of the night. My jaw hit the floor at the end of this match. Jesus. They went back and forth. Charlotte showed why she is the best in that ring, in between those ropes. Still, she was putting on a show. That natural selection off the top rope, I thought that was it. I'm like, that's got to be it. And then she kicked out again. I was like, oh my God, this match is going to give me a heart attack. I really enjoyed this match. The counter Charlotte was doing, Charlotte really took 2 years later, and she still took Rhea to school, I felt like. And honestly, I think she earned this win. I don't even feel bad. I think Rhea still needs some work. I'm sorry. I mean, I wanted her to be at that level to hold the championship and take it and elevate it, but she's just not there yet. And honestly, she's better at chasing than she is at holding. So that, is what it is. And when I saw Charlotte get that much arc in her back on that figure 8, I knew that was it. It's over with. Charlotte, new Raw Women's Champion. This match was superb. Hands down. Stole the show because I didn't expect it to be good. So in my opinion, it also stole the show. Blake, what'd you think?
Good match. The crowd was ignorant. They chanted "We want Becky" for about 60% of the match. The crowd was ignorant.
That's not their fault. That's not their fault. That's Becky's fault. She was trolling before the show.
But that and the dirt sheets who kept saying Becky was going to be there for the show. Fault. But
she was there.
Yeah, she was probably backstage. Yeah, but the match was good. And the last 2 matches were absolute trash. So I didn't care about this match, but I called Charlotte to win the belt because I thought Vince is going to look at Rhea and say, you know what? You're not ready yet. You're showing me you're not ready yet. And that's what happened. I went pay-per-view quality. It was a good match. I wasn't shocked by the ending. And like you said, when she hit that figure 8 with that arc, I'm like, yeah, Rhea's tapping. That's it. So, good match. It didn't steal the show for me, but it was still a damn good match.
Okay. Rob, what did you think?
I went superb on this one, and I've got a hard take here. I don't care what people think. To me, Charlotte Flair solidified herself as one of the top 2 or 3 wrestlers, maybe number 1 wrestler in the world today. And here's why. And I'm going to make it quick. I know there's 4 of us on this show. What Charlotte can do in that ring, we all know what she can do athletically. All right. What she can do with her acrobatics, She can give a great promo. She can sell. But what she does better than most wrestlers is her facial expressions, the emotion on her face. When you see the frustration on her face, she can almost get tears rolling up in her eyes saying, why can't I beat this girl? Why can't I finish this match? She does that better than anybody. She walks into the ring cocky as hell. And throughout the match, you see her lose that confidence and you see the emotion on her face. And then you just see her just snap. When she tries to land that natural selection from the ropes and she doesn't get the pin, you can see the look on her face. She just snaps. And from then on, she was a crazed woman. She had Rhea's leg locked in those stairs and she was kicking at it. She, like you guys said, when she got her in, when she had that leg injured and she finished her with that figure 8, the arch on that is as high as we've seen. That is great ring work. That's she does. Name something Charlotte doesn't do great. And a lot of people are going to say I'm crazy because she's a woman. When people talk about the best wrestlers in the world, they talk about Kenny Omega, they talk about AJ Styles, justifiably so. But let's face it, when we're talking a person who has the entire package, when you look at them, do they look like a wrestler? Do they look like a champion? She has that. Can they deliver promos, whether face or heel? She can do that. Can she get it done in the ring? Can she sell? She can do all of that. And let's not forget that she is the daughter of who a lot of people consider the greatest wrestler in the world. Following in those footsteps is not easy. Being a woman in this business, not easy. And she has kicked down all of those barriers and exceeded every expectation. And tonight, to me, solidified herself as one of the top 2, 3, maybe the best wrestler in the world, male, female, superb. She had a great dance partner with Rhea tonight, but this match belonged to Charlotte. She was everything in this match.
Woo!
All right.
Okay. This feud has been disappointing on a lot of levels. You guys were on my podcast when we counted down WrestleMania main events. I gave these two their WrestleMania match. Number 10 is WrestleMania non-main events. So I know they can go. I said it on you guys' YouTube in the comments. Just do it. Because I know you two can do it. Just fucking do it. They finally fucking did it. And you said you made a comment that maybe it was the crowd. Can't be, because that WrestleMania match, there was no crowd. So it was something else that was getting in the way. Whatever it was, I don't know if it was writers getting involved, fucking it up, but they got out of the way, and I think they just let these two just go to work. I don't know if they said, hey, leave us the hell alone. We can do this. We don't need you. They brought it. This, to me, you'll call me crazy. I don't care. Instant classic. I loved this match. Loved it.
I'm not mad at it, though.
I was
not mad.
I was jumping out of my seat enjoying this match, screaming, finally, you two bring this. This is what you should have been doing the whole time. And we've been calling this one of the greatest feuds series of matches in the history of this business. That's what this should have been. And it still has a chance to do that. If they can do this again. This was amazing. This was awesome. I completely enjoyed this match. I will watch this match again as soon as we're done talking because I love that thing so much. Fucking awesome. Thank God. And what you said about Charlotte is absolutely right. Charlotte, without a doubt, threw her name into the hat as far as best in the world. She threw her name in that hat. And if people don't like it because she's a woman, then fuck you. You don't deserve to watch wrestling. Period. You don't get it. She is amazing in that ring, bar none. One of the best women that's ever been in there. And she's better than 99.99% of the men that wrestle in this business. So props to Charlotte, and I'm giving props to Rhea because this was 50-50. She had to do her stuff too, and she fucking did. So if this is what they bring in a rematch, I'm all for it. Instant classic. I fucking loved it.
Nice.
Nice, man. Yeah. It's always great when we get, as a fan, we get redemption because we know I've said this before. This should be a Austin Rock type of feud, just based off the history between these two. And they showed it tonight that they can actually deliver on that. And I think this will end up being the female Stone Cold Steve Austin Rock feud because this is not the second time that Rhea has tapped out to Charlotte. This will not be the end. We'll see this again. So, and there's no shame in losing to Charlotte.
Ooh.
At all.
Absolutely not. Let's keep in mind, Rhea Ripley is 24 years old.
Yeah.
I mean,
a long way to go.
What were we all doing at 24?
Pretty much drunk and almost blacking out.
Yeah, right. Same here, man. Yeah, what I'm doing right now. Yeah.
I'm doing right now.
I think I was in the army still, but I was still probably bullshitting.
Yeah, you know.
So I got to say this: toast and cheers to Rhea and Charlotte. Damn good job. Match of the night. You deserve MVP award, baby.
Charlotte
Those two deserve it.
loved it.
Right on. Right on. And we're thrown right in the fray with the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. Kevin Owens, Drew McIntyre, Riddle, Ricochet, Johnny Drip Drip, Big E, Shinsuke Nakamura, and the Friday Night Idiot Seth Rollins.
Hey, come on now.
Come on now, man. Come on, man.
Okay, Seth freaking Rollins. There you go.
Yeah, come on.
Okay. I will give it to him. Between Friday night and tonight, he showed out. I thought he did a great job tonight. I also think Kevin, I mean, you gotta give a shout out to Kevin Owens. Jesus Christ.
Ooh. He's still alive?
I think he's still laying there.
Yeah.
He did sit up by the end of the match.
Man, they had people checking on him, and they should, because he took the hardest bump. So kudos he took two hard bumps in the match, really. So kudos to Kevin, but I think he was ready to do it because he, first time in front of fans, really since Mania. But this was bigger. To me, this is like I gotta agree with Rob. I think this even felt bigger than Mania for some reason. But Ricochet. How in the hell have y'all not been pushing this man? They cannot drop him down anymore. They have to push him. I don't care if it's just upper mid card. They just have to keep him relevant. He cannot fall back into main event status.
Right.
Dude is amazing. I mean, that to fall off the ladder and then do a moonsault off the top rope, and then to walk the top rope like a cat and jump on a ladder. Come on. Stop. Okay? Nobody else is doing that. Okay?
Oh.
Nobody. Keep that man relevant. Like I said, I'm not saying he has to be WWE champion, but he at least needs to be on TV and put in good storylines. Okay? Matt Riddle doing his usual thing, stealing everybody's moves, but I actually enjoyed it tonight. For some reason, it didn't bother me. The RKOs look great. Even the, pounding the fist. I mean, I thought that all worked for some reason in this match. Poor Nakamura, though, was kind of an afterthought. He didn't really do much. But I was glad they took out Drew. Drew was getting a mixed reaction tonight, which I kind of was expecting. He was taken out by Jinder Mahal. So we're going to get that feud, probably get that match at SummerSlam, I'm guessing. So at the end of the day, I did not see this coming. I predicted Riddle because it just felt right with the whole RK Bro thing and how he was still in the match. I almost thought they were going to give it to Ricochet at some point to look like. But when Big E hit the big ending off the top of the ladder to Seth Rollins and then jumped back up and went and got the briefcase, I seriously almost teared up because that was freaking awesome because I never in a million years thought Big E would win. And he even had a moment on top of the ladder after he won, and the crowd popped huge. Love this. I'm also giving this a superb because of the ending and because of the match. I mean, Seth Rollins powerbombed Kevin Owens over the top rope through a ladder, and he was dead. He's probably still laying there, like I said. It was just hard hitting. Ricochet, to me, Ricochet was the MVP of the match, though, still. But Big E winning, freaking awesome. I don't know how I feel about it. At the end of the day, like Rob said on our prediction show, I don't really like the idea of him winning the championship that way. But hopefully they go the route of him saying, I'm going to shoot my shot. I'm going to challenge you for the match, and we're just going to have a regular match. Not, I'm going to cash in after you've been beat up. So we'll see. But for me, it was superb. I loved it. One of the better men's Money in the Bank ladder matches in the crowd. This is awesome chance. This is awesome chance. So, Rob, what do you think?
Yeah, man, I hovered between pay-per-view worthy and superb. But I have to say, even though I didn't predict it, Big E winning with that big ending off of the ladder, that took it to superb for me. I also liked that Big E came in. His gear looked a little different tonight, not with as many bright colors and stuff. I was glad about that. I enjoyed the match. I actually thought John Morrison got a pretty good reaction tonight. A lot of people were liking Johnny Drip Drip. And
you like the drip? You like the drip stick?
I was. The crowd seemed like they were. I was kind of surprised that Ricochet showed out. But, it was a combination of, great spot, big bump. Great spot, big bump. Because for every great spot he had, he was also taking a pretty big bump. But dude is talented. Hopefully they're going to do something with him. I agree with you, Big E. I was surprised at the mixed reaction from McIntyre. When they took the belt off of him.
Oh, no, I wasn't surprised. I was expecting that.
I kind of was surprised. Because it almost sounded like he's getting as many boos as he was getting cheers. But that's neither here nor there. Obviously, him and Jinder Mahal are going to revisit their whole 3MB thing and have a feud that personally I could care less about. But Big E winning, look, I said on the prediction show, I don't really like the idea of him, winning that way, but it will work. Like, say it's Roman, or say it's whoever the champion is. If the champion is a heel, it will still work. So I'm excited about it for Big E. I hope he'll continue to kind of gravitate away from the whole New Day thing and just kind of get his own gimmick, something with a little harder edge to it than New Day. That would really make me happy. But as far as him having the briefcase, I like it. But yeah, just move yourself away from the whole New Day thing.
Right. I agree. I noticed the gear too tonight. Totally different from Kofi. No Xavier Woods tonight, but I like that he kind of is getting more and more away from that New Day style of, gear and everything. Book, what'd you think of the match?
Well, Ricochet deserves move of the night. That's for damn sure. When he looked like he was going to get knocked off the ladder and he hopped onto the rope and dove. That I've never seen that. I've never, ever seen somebody. Usually, we all know what happens at that. They fall. I thought he was about to do the classic get, wrapped basically on the rope. Nope. He lands on the rope and flips. Never seen that in my life. That is just the stuff that guy can do. It just should not be physically possible. He is the most athletic wrestler, maybe in the history nearly of the company. I mean, the dream matches you could put him in is ridiculous in athleticism. Yeah. Shawn Michaels at his height and Ricochet, that would be friggin' awesome. Oh, right there with Shawn and Shelton on Raw. I mean, just WrestleMania money right there.
Yes, sir.
This match, I gave an instant classic as well. So double instant classic.
Wow.
I give Charlotte and Rhea just a little bit above, which makes them match of the night, but that's for so many reasons. But this was a damn good ladder match. And the only thing that dropped it a little bit was Nakamura. I was really disappointed. He was an afterthought.
I forgot he was in the match.
I mean, he just wasn't even a thought in this match. I mean, I felt bad for him because we all know he can go. We've seen him perform here in WWE. And Blake, you know what he can do outside the WWE. So we know what he can do. So this was so damn disappointing. Morrison, I mean, come on. We all know this guy's super talented. And the fact that he hasn't gotten a bigger push is just a fucking shame. Riddle. I love Riddle. I don't care what anybody says. The guy is he's super talented. He's going to be a WWE champion eventually. And Kevin Owens, rest in peace. My God. Jeez.
Jesus,
bro.
Man.
You're gonna be sleeping in a hot tub of ice, bro. Man. But
did you say a hot tub of ice?
Yeah. The
tub,
you know, the tub. A big old tub of ice, just a big one.
A whirlpool of ice.
Yeah, a whirlpool, just a huge friggin' thing of ice, because he's gonna be feeling it in the morning. And Drew, come on, nobody
feeling that all week.
Yeah, nobody expected Drew to win this, so that didn't shock me. I don't agree with the mixed reaction. I heard them chanting Drew, but not boo. I did not hear a mixed reaction to Drew.
Boo. I think I heard boo.
I heard Drew.
When he did his backstage promo,
he was getting booed. I heard Drew, but whatever. But this was an instant classic. This was very entertaining. This, after the last ladder match that we saw on the retro, this shows what a real ladder match can be. So I thoroughly enjoyed it. I could have done without Big E winning, but that's fine. Whatever. I knew eventually he's online to be WrestleMania.
No, that meant a lot, and that meant a lot to the crowd.
I could have done without that, but I enjoyed it. Instant classic. Great match.
This was superb. I wanted Big E to win. I didn't think he would. Actually, I picked Matt Riddle, whatever they call him now, because I feel like Vince likes him a lot. And I'll be honest, a lot of the stuff that Riddle's been doing on Raw has been the best stuff on Raw. If you can bear to watch Raw, Riddle has been entertaining.
I can't. Can't do it.
Riddle has been entertaining on Raw, and Raw's bad, but he's been entertaining on Raw. I thought that but I mean, they didn't give Nakamura a lot, but what they did do was a nice little set with him and Riddle. They exchanged strikes, and they did him and Riddle did some cool stuff. But besides that, Nakamura was an afterthought. That powerbomb that Seth gave KO, my goodness, that was sheesh, that was bad. Hope he's all right. I like the ending. I do like Big E winning. I think it's time for him to be a champion on one of the two brands, and I'm 90% sure he's going to cash in on Bobby Lashley. With what happened to Kofi tonight, that's what I think is going to happen. Don't know if it'll be SummerSlam or after. That's just my prediction. He's going to go back to Raw with Woods and Kofi. Overall, once again, this match was great. I gave it a superb. I'm going to go back and watch it tomorrow.
Right on. Yeah, I will definitely check these out again. I'm sure there's things I missed. It's not easy watching a pay-per-view nowadays when you got kids and a dog. So,
and the pay-per-view doesn't work.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh yeah, so
that makes the kitty hard too.
Yeah,
it was this match that Peacock decided, you know what? Fuck it, I ain't gonna work right now. Shut it down. Shut it down.
Yeah,
and I'm thinking like, damn, is my internet that bad? And but literally, I was just about to text the group. hey, is anybody else's shit going out? And then Book checks him like, okay.
Right,
And then Blake right after. And then
Yeah.
Like
Rob was like, okay.
dominoes. Yeah, mine too.
Yeah.
Mine too. Yeah, mine too.
Well, once again,
okay.
the cock underperforming.
Yeah. What's Peacock doing tonight?
Is there some electronic Viagra that the cock can use?
Peacock needs some Blue Chew. Because Jesus Christ, man.
That was bad.
But once I reset the app on the Xbox, it played just fine. But I shouldn't have to do that, you know. Unfortunately, when I watched Space Jam earlier, it just went all the way through, and that.
Oh, you probably wish it messed up then, don't you?
Yeah, I'd have been A-okay with that shit.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's for a different show.
I'm not
Holy
even gonna
shit.
go near that. I'm not going near that.
Ugh.
We got a movie review coming about that one.
No.
You got a
movies,
rant
man.
coming about that. No. I'm going off about that shit.
Okay.
Anyway, let's get to the main event and get out of here. The Universal Championship match, Edge versus Roman Reigns. I thought this was going to be a circumstance where the entrances took longer than the damn match because I get it. Roman that's his character and everything, but get your ass in the fucking ring. I'm ready to go home.
Yes.
Jesus Christ, man. But once they got started, once the bell rang, they announced them. Crowd was hot. It felt like a big fight. And this is one of those rare cases where I actually like the slow build in the match. It started slow. They were doing, tie-ups and, kind of some submissions, and they were taking their time, working the crowd. But the crowd was into everything they were doing. So it worked. This character Roman's doing right now is so good for him because whatever the crowd gives him, he gives back to them. And he couldn't do that before because he was supposed to be a babyface. So now, as a heel, he could tell them, go fuck yourselves too while you're at it. All right. So, and I know me and Rob are waiting for the promo where he gives the crowd the biggest fuck you that he can possibly give. He's got to do
that promo too.
Oh man, it's got to happen.
He needs to do it.
So once the match picked up and these two were going at it and they started fighting on the outside and, Roman missed a spear and then Edge speared him through another barricade. These two were going back and forth. I thought this was great. I even appreciated Edge going for the spear, getting caught in the guillotine, and then Edge putting Roman in the crossface. All this worked for me. Of course, we had to have some shenanigans with the Usos and the Mysterios. That's just kind of how this is going to go. But it didn't take away from the match too much. At the end of the day, we kind of knew what this was going to be. Tribal Chief picked up the win. Oh, can't forget that the Friday Night Idiot got involved too. Because and kudos to Blake who called it first, saying that Seth Rollins would get involved, and that's kind of all this show. This show was a combination of we gotta give the fans something because we have an audience again, but we also got to set up SummerSlam. So that's really what this show was. So this match itself was Edge versus Roman, but it was also, hey, we got to do a whole lot of shit in a short amount of time. So let's get all the players involved. At the end of the day, that distraction let Roman hit the spear and beat Edge. I'll wait for the post-match. I gave this match pay-per-view quality. I think it was worthy of the main event. It was slow to start, but the crowd was into it. I was into it. I cared about who was going to win. Even though I kind of knew who was going to win, the match delivered, and the crowd helped. It helped making it a big fight feel because they were really, really into it. I mean, they were chanting before the two even touched. And anytime that happens, it just adds that much more to the match. So, yeah, pay-per-view worthy. Rob, what did you think?
I'm with you. I'm pay-per-view quality. I'm more towards high pay-per-view quality. The match started slowly. Now, I loved it when the two were just in the middle of the ring. And you had some people, let's go Roman. Let's go Edge. Let's go Roman. Let's go Edge. I loved it when Edge first came out. The pop that Edge got both on SmackDown Friday night and tonight, huge, man. And it's just, like I said, man, just can't stress enough how great it is to have live crowds back. The match played out a little slower than I thought, given the build-up, because there was so much animosity. I thought the match would be a little more physical. I love the technical stuff. I love that kind of wrestling. I came up on that. I love it. I just didn't expect so much of it in this match. But as the match went on, it did get a little more physical. And I started to get a little distressed when the Usos started coming down to the ring. I'm like, oh shit, is this going to be how Roman wins? But the Mysterios came in and deflected that. So I was fine with that. Seth Rollins coming in and interfering didn't bother me as much because he's not at Roman's beck and call. So to me, that didn't make Roman look weak. It's just a thing where obviously we see what they're trying to do with Edge and Seth. We all knew what the outcome was going to be, but I thought it was great how it played out, and I'm giving it high pay-per-view quality or pay-per-view worthy.
Hey, Book.
Edge coming out, that was awesome. The emotion, you could feel the emotion in Edge when he was standing there. I mean, that was awesome. Roman, I'd like to appreciate you for doing your Hulk Hogan entrance impersonation, because your entrance was about as long as Hulk Hogan's usually were. That is way too long. I was about to go smoke a cigarette. That entrance was so damn long. The match started off a little slow. I like the technical stuff as well, but I wasn't expecting the technique in a match that has this much emotion. When you feed me emotion, you make me feel emotion. That's what you need to give me. And they took away from that. And when you do that, you get a slow start and it gets a little dragging on. They did pick it up. And then motherfucking Uso show up. And it's like, oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I forgot.
Here we go again with the Uso showing up. And I'm like, yeah, I already know interference is going to happen. And Uso show up, which you could already predict what was going to start happening because the ref and Edge were standing uncomfortably close. And the ref barely got hit and just kind of flopped to the ground. And all of a sudden, he acted like he got hit with a claymore or something. I was like, dude, come on. You could have made that look a little better. So, and then Seth shows up. So,
no, come on.
Oh, come on. That's ridiculous.
Come on, man.
Get the fuck out of here, man. You can't do that.
Folks, I said it. When Roman matches have interference, I will give it only one grade. So say it with me, even though you may not want to. Say it loud. Say it proud.
Nobody's saying that with
fucking
you.
F. I'm sorry. I will not give Roman matches any other grade when that shit happens. I said it before.
Now that's unrealistic.
I said it before, and I can't say it and then not do it.
No, you said if Jay alone.
You said Jay Uso.
I said if Jay shows up. I was specific. He showed
Ray
up.
And Dominic and Steph showed up.
I said instant F the second he shows. Instant F the second he shows. And as soon as he walked down that ramp, F. I gave it an F right there.
Oh my God.
You were doing so good with your grades for a while.
Nope. As soon as he shows up, instant F. Oh. I will hold to that forever. Fucking F.
Well, when my wife makes us the shirts, yours will read cynic.
Go ahead, Blake. He can't wait. Don't encourage him.
This was not an F match. This was pay-per-view quality, almost superb. The problem with me is it started off slow. The crowd was still into it. I was like, come on, let's go. It was a little too slow for me in my liking, but it did pick up. The match went a little longer than what I would like too. The match it went a little longer than what I like. I'm glad the Usos didn't get to touch anybody except the Mysterios. The thing with Seth, I saw that coming a mile away. It was a good match though. I like Roman, talking to the crowd. I like what Edge was doing. It was a good match. It was far from an F. It was just predictable for me. So I'm gonna go pay-per-view quality, almost superb, because it was too predictable. I saw it coming. Even Seth with his crazy promo after he lost Money in the Bank, you saw it coming. You saw it coming. That's my only issue.
Well, I don't know if we saw this coming or not. I know I've heard rumors. Blake, I know you heard rumors. We all probably heard rumors. Post-match, they got set up SummerSlam, and there was some chatter with Roman about 2 WWE performers that turned actors, one of them being John Cena. And say what you want, but absence makes the heart grow fonder because he got the biggest pop of the night.
Good.
But hands down, it wasn't even close. And I'm not even mad about it. Honestly,
No surprise.
they need something like this. They need something like this, whether it's predictable or not. They need a huge spark to give this show box office again. It needs to be a box office show again. So that's why I'm saying, if you're going to have SmackDown have John Cena and Roman, you need to give Raw, especially Raw, Brock Lesnar. Okay.
Please, Brock. Please.
Like now I'm at the point where I'm begging Brock to come back.
Yeah, come on, Brock.
Oh,
Please,
oh,
Brock.
I do not want to see that.
Show him the money. Show him the money.
No, no,
Yes.
keep the
Give
money
me the money,
away.
Vince. No,
I mean,
no,
there's
give
no
it all
one
to Brock.
else.
No.
There's no one else for Bobby to face. You fired Braun. Okay. Omos ain't gonna be ready for another 2 or 3 years. And I don't know. I don't know what you can do.
Have you
So it's gotta
seen
be
Brock
Brock.
lately?
Oh, his hair. I mean, he's still in shape. He's still ready to go.
He's
The
Brock.
hair ain't got shit to do with it. He's
I don't
Brock
care if he has a
Lesnar. You
man
crazy?
bun. I don't care if he has a
What he
man
does
bun,
with his
mohawk,
head.
ponytail.
No.
Okay, well, look,
No.
all jokes aside, book. Who do you book against Lashley? I mean, if you're
Oh, who cares? The WWE
No,
belt
no,
clearly
no,
doesn't
no.
mean anything.
No.
So who cares?
no,
I don't
come
care.
on, for real. You've got a big card.
I
You're
don't
trying
care.
to sell out Allegiant Stadium. If you're a promoter, who do you book?
They've already done that. It's called Roman and Cena. They already did it there. That's
But
their
you
book.
have to give the WWE champion a match.
Still
You
gotta
can't
give
just
Lashley
leave
a match.
him with
Do
no
you?
match.
Do you? They sure did tonight.
Yes.
Of course
Yes,
you do.
you
It's
have to give him a match.
SummerSlam.
The WWE
Some-
belt
In other
doesn't
words,
mean
you're
a
not going
damn
to answer
thing.
the question.
It doesn't
Okay,
mean a thing.
well-
There's
You're not gonna-
nobody.
okay, well-
I don't care.
I don't know why you even
No, you
bother
don't
asking
care,
him.
but the match, there's going to be a match for Bobby. I'm just saying, who would you book?
It's gonna be some bum. Who cares?
Well, it's not.
It's not gonna be some bum.
I don't
It's either
care.
gonna
I
be-
know who it's going to
I
be.
don't care. I mean,
Don't say it.
I'm not going to
Say
say
it.
it. but
Don't
I
say
know
it.
who it's gonna
don't
be.
say it. Do not say
Okay.
it.
Don't say it.
Don't
I know
say
who
it.
it's going to be.
Don't say it.
Me personally, I refuse to speak it into existence because I don't want to see it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
don't
well,
say
you
that one.
Refuse.
Get your head wrapped around
Nope,
it.
nope,
Don't say
nope,
it.
nope.
Don't say it.
Okay. Okay. Listen,
I know what I
Bobby-
want. I want my Lesnar Lashley. I want
That's
Lesnar
what I want.
Lashley. I don't want
That's
nothing
what I
else.
want. That's what I want.
I wanted it for years.
Me too. And so is
Just
Bobby.
like somebody just started wanting. I wanted it for years.
So
Maybe
is Bobby.
Blake
but,
thinks it might be the other match.
We're not gonna talk about that. We're not gonna
Look.
speak it into existence. We're not gonna do any of that. As a matter of fact,
Obviously,
Hey, he's got one more match
nope,
left
nope,
on his
nope,
contract
nope, nope,
for the year.
nope,
He's got
nope.
one left.
Hey, as a matter of fact, hey, ladies and gentlemen, check us out on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. If you're watching. Rob, I think you're gonna say something though.
oh man, no big deal. No, I'll be quick. I know we're trying to get out of here. the way they booked Bobby Lashley tonight, I mean, he looks strong. So they have big plans for him.
Yeah.
I'm not going to name the names that have been tossed around, but he's going to have a big match on SummerSlam. It's just a matter of who they get.
The plans for him are gold.
Anyway, myself and Book did a countdown on his show recently. Make sure you go check that out. Counting down the video game franchises, Countdown Podcast. You can catch him on the same platforms as us, Amazon, Google. I don't think he is on Apple, but we are. And, all those platforms. You know where to find them. Doesn't matter. Check us out. Make sure you check out our previous shows. Mortal Kombat Annihilation movie review is up and ready to go. Other movie reviews, shorter reviews coming out pretty soon. Black Widow and Lord have mercy, that bullshit Space Jam movie.
Don't give away your grade already.
Yeah, okay.
I've already heard enough about it.
I'd rather watch Fast 9 again.
I've heard it's an interesting movie.
Yep. Good brother Blake, thanks for coming on tonight. As always, it's a pleasure.
Thank you for having me. Great show tonight. Check out Money in the Bank 2021. It's good. It's a good WWE show.
It really is. It really is. And Ambassador, please take us home.
All right, fans, we love y'all. We appreciate you. Let's hear from you. Fans back in the stands, man. I mean, we've had 2 great nights of wrestling this weekend. Let's keep it going.
Right on. It's been great. I even watched AEW. Shout out to AEW, watching them in the live and the crowd that wasn't at Daly's place. It was rocking. If y'all haven't watched that match, that coffin match with Darby Allin, I highly suggest it. Oh my God.
We're getting Jay White versus Kenny Omega coming up.
Yep.
And what better way to announce this than to say it now? We will be at All Out. We have tickets. I know, Rob, I got to send you the money, but we have tickets for All Out.
No worries.
We will be there in the building. Myself, MJ Book, and the Ambassador will be in the building here in Chicago for All Out, and we can't wait. It's our first AEW pay-per-view, and we will be in the building.
Can't wait. Bringing my belts.
Hopefully we don't get too wasted and I can make it back home. But either way, the post show will be immediately following once we get out. So
yeah, good brother. Wasn't sure about your schedule.
And you guys go ahead.
Okay.
And you owe us beers. Remember, Eric, you owe Rob 2 for 2 very torturous movie reviews. You owe me 1, but you might owe me 2 after Mortal Kombat Annihilation. So no, you owe me 2. You owe me 2.
I said first round. Round.
2.
All right. We appreciate y'all for listening, watching, like, share, subscribe, comment below. Let us know what you thought of the show. We really appreciate y'all for following us on 3GW. And there will be more obviously more content, different types of content on the way, watch alongs, and eventually we're gonna have some gear. I mean, that's gotta be the next step. So yep, all that on the way. Take care, have a good week, and we'll speak to you all on the next one.